Today, we are very honored to have Dato Alice to be on our show today. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It is indeed a pleasure to be here with you, Rina.
She is the first woman that leading the whole Sarawak water supply and utilities. So make sure you pay your bills.
Yes, otherwise it's cut.
I'm gonna pay mine too. Welcome back to the Generations, and today we are extremely excited because now we are in JBOB, the Sarawak Rural Water Supply Department. So let's straight start with the question at the start of your career. So immediately upon graduating from Bachelor of Civil Engineering in US, you were hired as an executive engineer in Sibu Water Board. So I'm intrigued to know that to be such a competitive industry, you were the first woman engineer in that field, right? What do you think made you to be stand out as competent as men instead of, women should just stay at home? And how were the first few years of your career?
Thank you very much, Rina. That's a very interesting question. My journey into engineering was very challenging and very unique, but I find that it is developed a person because when I graduated and came back to Sibu, that is, people seldom go back to a small town because I grew up in Kuala Lumpur, and then of course I spent my tertiary education in US. So to go back to Sibu, to me, maybe a little bit of a calling, although with a heavy heart. But I went, and during the interview, my purpose was to make them actually not offer me the job, because seldom the interviewee asking questions to the interviewer. But I was asked a very unique question. I call it very unique today. I was asked the question by the general manager of Sibu Water Board at that time, who was my first boss, whether I will climb the high-level tank at Bukit Lima.
Why you really climb it? Huh? You really climb on it?
I have not climbed it at all up until today. But then my thought at that point of time when he asked me was, why are you asking me that question? Is it because I'm different? I never thought that I'm a woman applying for the job, but because I'm different and unique. First of all, you must understand, being a woman engineer at that point of time was unique. And I asked the question directly to the GM. I said, how many times have you climbed the high-level tank? And his answer was, he has never done it. He's never done it, and he has worked more years than I. So I thought, then my answer was, in that case, if the need be, I will climb it. If it doesn't need be, then I don't have to. But to me, there is always water industry during the 1990s. Women engineers are rare. Most of the time we are in design, in the structural design. So in water, very rare. So I take it at that point of time, I was the only female at most meetings. I guess I was the first one in the nation.
As we all know, dealing with so many enormous and high horse projects, for the whole Sarawak, and I'm pretty sure that it isn't easy. And I believe that you have managed to overcome this very well. So my question to this is that, have you received any other sexist comments and judging you like, can women really be a better leader than men?
They might have said it, Rina, behind my back, but I think they will not. Nobody have said it to my face, because to me, the capability of a person is not dependent on our sex or on how our physique is, but it's dependent on our brain, on our capability to get the work done. And it doesn't matter what sex we are.
After 26 years staying at Sibu, what made you to decide to leave Sibu and come to Kuching? Is there any secret condition or any vision that you want to fulfill of?
Suddenly, the move was because the offer came at the right time, maybe. Number one was a family decision. Number two was because I felt that at Sibu Water Board, I have done all I could. And, because in Sibu Water Board, what I do is only for Sibu. It is a small division, compared to the whole state. So when I was offered to come to the ministry, I thought that was an opportunity to help the state, to help our rural communities, to be the policy maker. I think that was the key why I decided to move to Kuching. But I believe that this is also one aspect, because when I was in Sibu, one of the things that I tried to do was to make sure that water supply reach our rural community. But I have done that for Sibu. So I believe that that is now a next step, is to reach the rural community of Sarawak. But not only that, now I get to do gas, now I get to do electricity, rural electricity. That to me is what can a utility person
Go to another level.
another
and
level.
extent.
I think that was what excites me.
So it's not only the Sibu people that can offer it, and it's all the Sarawak.
Oh yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then to be such as independent women like you, I'm intrigued to know that what was the thing that made you to who you are today?
I think it's several elements. I would say that, of course, number one is the family. The family, our family always believe that the children, irrespective of boys or girls, should have the opportunity for education and to reach whatever goal that you want to. So I'm blessed in a way that I'm able to reach beyond my expectation. And number two is, of course, desire to help our community. Because I work in utilities, so I feel that our community should have that water and electricity, at least as part of their basic amenities that must reach them. That is how I felt. So the move to the ministry, the move to Kuching, gave me that opportunity to do something for the people.
You really deserve
yes.
my
Yes.
respect on this.
Thank you. And I feel that because as a woman also, that we must show that to other young ladies that there are opportunities. I mean, we have heard about the glass ceiling, there's no such thing. The glass ceiling is only in your mind. Because if you are well equipped, if you're educated, if you're hardworking, working smart, I think dream high, dream big.
Impressive by your words. Okay, so that would be the key message that you want to share to the audience and especially the women.
Yes, one of the key messages. The other is to believe in yourself. I believe that a lot of us young ladies, you have society put us in different category of things. Ladies, young girls, you cannot do engineering. You cannot do this. I tell you, the word cannot should not be in any family's vocabulary, and it should not be in yours and mine vocabulary, because whatever, everybody should have the opportunity. I mean, we can see men now, great chefs in the world are great men, are men. Yeah. So why not the women to be great CEOs, and which we have, under the Fortune 500 women leaders there. So I think, but it's taking time. We have women leaders who are great, in New Zealand.
The worlds are changing right now.
The world is changing. It's transforming. Yes. And likewise, when I use the word transforming, our water industry, our utilities in the state are also transforming, because we are going into digitalization. We are going into grid system whereby all our pipeline will be connected. So that is to us is very exciting also.
So thank you so much for taking your time to be on our show today. It has been a very wonderful experience to let us get more insight about you. Anyway, this interview has come to the end. So if you like our content, stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye and thank you.
All right, thank you.